Russo runs a break. Caldwell Pope goes to the wing here. James! Oh!
Trying to play at the defensive end. Got blown by back.
Oh, yes!
Hook jam!
Harden, step back. Puts up the three. Got hit. Shot's good! And one!
Back this time here, set.
Oh, Russell Westbrook!
Rockets and the Thunder series. So I thought I was gonna be coming to you all today talking about this series as if the Rockets already won in Game 6, but I'm not. There will be a Game 7 tomorrow. The Thunder managed to even the series to make it a Game 7, and this has been a physical series. Now that I said at first the Clippers and the Mavericks was probably my favorite series because Luka was going off. Then I said it was the Nuggets and Jazz series, which probably became the most electric series because that series going to Game 7. And the Mavericks and Clippers series ended off a little bit differently because Luka was hurt. KP went out with an injury. So it kind of diminished that type of fire that was attached to that series. But this series, Rockets and Thunder, it was coming very more interesting. As the Rockets went up 2-0 against the Thunder early on the series, and then the Thunder came back and tied up the series 2-2. Rockets took Game 5, and now we had the Thunder taking Game 6 behind Chris Paul's 28 points and incredible clutch performance in the fourth quarter. I watched that whole sequence. At first I thought it was going to be in the Rockets' favor because before Chris Paul went on his run, he got a technical foul for how he responded to a call. I think he got a foul call on I forgot who it was, but he had a foul call and he didn't like it, and he was very upset about it. So it led to Chris Paul. He started going on this run. He was like, all right, I got this. And I remember I was watching him last night. He was taking the ball, sizing up Jeff Green, pulled up on the left side, mid-range, easy. And I read his lips. He said he can't effing guard me. And he did it again. He did it the next play, shooting a three over him. And then another play, he came down, soft stuff Rocco, who was guarding him after that possession. He hit a three in his face. And a lot of people, they pointed to Russell Westbrook as the reason why the Rockets lost this game. And let me talk about it. So before the possession, everybody talked about where Russell Westbrook committed a turnover in the last 7-8 seconds of the game. He hit a layup. It was kind of the same way he came down before he made his turnover. He ran down the court, bullet fast speed, came down, hit a layup over Steven Adams and another defender, which I thought he was gonna miss at first, but he made it. So I think that was kind of his idea for the second time. But he drove down where there was a lot of people down in the paint. Saw people was coming. Chris Paul was coming off of P.J. Tucker. And he tried to kick it out to Tucker, and he threw it out of bounds. So that turnover, which was his seventh turnover of the game, even though he shot well from the floor, it cost the Rockets the game right there. But I don't want to completely blame him because you also got to throw into account that Chris Paul, like I said, he went off on his own little run on his own and brought the team and kept the Thunder in the game in that pivotal moment. And it showed to prove that why Chris Paul and the Thunder are leading the league in clutch victories within 5 minutes of the game. Or I think it's clutch points or whatever. But they're the top, if not where they are, number one, and winning in pivotal moments like that. Because, as we saw last night, of Chris Paul's leadership. What would a loss in the first round mean for the Rockets? This is something I was thinking about last night because my friends were getting on me because I am a Russell Westbrook fan. They was getting on me about Russell Westbrook and how he cost the game and what it would mean if they lost a series. That's something I was thinking about. This will look bad. This will solidify that Russell Westbrook is not a winner and he just can't get out of the first round. This will be his fourth year if he somehow loses this. And this will look bad on James Harden as well. And one of my friends, Isaiah, was telling me that James Harden should be hot about what happened last night because like myself, I thought James Harden was going to bring the ball up the court for that possession. He set the screen for Russell Westbrook before he made that drive, but obviously that play didn't work out how they envisioned it. According to D'Antoni, that's a play that they wanted to do and that they drew up. But this doesn't look good for James Harden either, because there's a lot of flack on him too for not being a winner in the playoffs. Now, granted, he did make it to 2 Western Conference Finals appearances. Well, was it 2? I think they made it to 2 of them. They made it last year. Portland did. The year before, 2018, they did. 2017, did they make the Western Conference Finals? I think they did. So he has made it to the Western Conference Finals. He did. So he did it twice. So he made it to the Western Conference Finals. And now if they can't even get past the first round, this will look bad on Russell Westbrook. And I don't want that to be on his legacy. I don't, because as much as I admire Russell Westbrook for his tenacity and his drive, sometimes I just gotta, I feel like sometimes he just wants it too much. Because if last night proved it, that he threw away that turnover in a crucial moment, it's just, you gotta have patience sometimes. You just gotta have that patience. Because it obviously, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to talk about it and for it to come to life. I'm just hoping that the Rockets can pull it together and beat this Thunder team, who's putting on a good series. I thought this series was going to be over in 5, but obviously Chris Paul, who has been proving everybody wrong this whole season, had different answers or different solution. I don't know. He had a different answer to what everybody was saying about him and the Thunder this year. So I hope Russ and them can get it together. I hope they can, for their sake.